Josh and Caleb.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be looking at how I got started collecting. So let's do it. Before I started collecting media, I actually collected a few things as a kid. The first being rocks. I collected rocks from places we visited because when I was a kid we used to travel a lot. We hit most of the 50 states because if you guys didn't know, my dad used to be a pastor, so we would travel a lot and he would preach at different churches. So we hit most of the U.S. in those 3 years, and I would grab a rock from different places. And then when my dog Jack died, I put all those rocks in his grave. And another thing I collected was TYs. You know, they were the big craze back then when I was a kid. They're probably not worth anything now. But people thought, oh, those are going to be really valuable down the road in a few years. And yeah, they're not now. Then the last thing I collected was Coke products. Coke cans. I got different cans from different countries, Mexico, the Caribbean, etc. During my missions trips with my youth group. So I collected those. I started collecting movies. Throughout the years, family members would give us movies for Christmas, as you can see right here. You know, they would ask what we would want, and I would say, yeah, I want that movie coming out, and they would give it for us. But going way back, I had this shelf here, and there's about, I don't know, 50 movies on this shelf, maybe. And that's movies that my parents actually bought me when I was a kid. As you can see there, Air Bud, right there. Brave Little Toaster, Cartoon All-Stars, and some Don Knotts movies there. I had them in alphabetical order back then. I don't know why. And then there's a bottom shelf, which you can't really see. But I had this room here. That was my room in Warren Robins, I believe. So yeah, that's cool. But I didn't really start collecting for myself until I was about, I don't know, 13, 14, somewhere in there. And the first place I remember going was Suncoast Video. It's a cool little shop in the mall, really neat. And we would also buy from Blockbuster. They were still open back then. And they would sell off movies that they had rented a bunch of times for like, I don't know, $10, I believe. This was back when, you know, DVDs were still popular. And then, of course, Goodwill. I would get some movies there. I also would find memorabilia. I found this Haunted Mansion shirt there. from the movie, and also this Sahara hat. Really cool movie. But I didn't start really collecting until we found this little store called Movie Stop. It was in this new shopping center that had just opened up. It was the same people who did GameStop, and it was right across the road from it. Really cool place. Love Movie Stop to this day. It closed about 3 or 4 years ago when VHS went off the market. And they used to have these midnight release parties. They were the coolest things. We would go, me and my friends would go, and you could win prizes. And I won about, I don't know, eight or nine times in a row. It would be like a poster or a free movie. So I knew the manager, Justin, cool guy. He would give us deals all the time. And these are some of the first movies I ever bought there. These pictures here had some Johnny Depp films, National Treasure, The Rock, Armageddon, Fight Club, Panic Room, Seven, The Game, Remember the Titans. And now actually we're gonna look at the first movies I ever bought with my own money. Alright, to you, Josh. Alright, as far as I can remember, these were the first movies I ever bought with my own money and started me collecting movies. First one was this 101 Dalmatians, the Masterpiece Collection. I bought this at FYE. It still is my favorite animated film, and at the time it was, because I also had a Dalmatian at the time, Scrappy. So I saved up my money. It was $25 at the time. Yes, a VHS. $25 at the time. Now this was like 2001, I believe, so VHS were still very popular. Might have been 2000. It was around when Pirates came out. I remember that. So 2003 or 4. Yeah. But $25. Can't believe I spent that much. But at the time, I mean, the whole vault thing, you didn't know if it was ever coming out again. So I fell for that gimmick and paid 25 bucks. Now I have it about 12 times over now. So look at it's still a cool memory. My first ever purchase on my own, collecting movies. The second, obviously, was Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Loved this film when it came out. And at the time, this was my favorite attraction at Walt Disney World. But over the years, Haunted Mansion has become my favorite attraction. I was obsessed with pirates when I was a kid, so this movie came out and blew me away. And the fact that it was based on a Disney attraction. So cool. Then the first ever DVD I purchased was Ernest Goes to Camp. Now I went a while without getting into the DVD craze. I don't know what year, but like 2005 maybe. So a couple years after I started collecting, I said, hey, there's some movies on DVD that I would like to, you know, because I love VHS, but you have to rewind it, you can't jump to your favorite scene. Anyway, DVD has special features. So, Ernest Goes to Camp was the first DVD I ever purchased. That I do remember. My first horror film I ever got was Scream, and my mom actually let me buy it. Of course, I was a teenager at the time, but yeah, she's not big on horror films, but she actually got the 1, 2, and 3. Uh, a cool place called Media Play. Awesome store. I don't have anything from it to remember it by, sadly. But the sign is still on the building, even to this day, even though it closed, over 15 years ago, probably. But Scream, first horror film I ever got. Then the first Blu-ray I ever got. Now again, Blu-ray, it took a while for me to jump on board. But once I did, I said, I'm just going to get my favorite movies on Blu-ray. I had to start with Dumb and Dumber. Now this is an unrated cut, and it has scenes, deleted scenes. Some I like, some are, just okay. So I kept my DVD because it's original version. But Dumb and Dumber, first Blu-ray. And then I'm going to show you guys my 1000th movie. I have over 8,000 now. This was back in 2011. And film number 1000 that I bought was Rango. I remember because I wrote it down. Back then, I would write all my movies on a piece of paper so I knew, what I had and I could take that list with me. Now I have an app, so it makes it so much easier. But Rango, my 1000th movie. And there you go. Uh, that's all about how I got started collecting movies. What do you guys think? You guys like it? Give it a big thumbs up. If you like these sorts of videos, let me know. Comment down below. But until the next one, I'm Josh. If I don't see you out thrifting, I'll see you at the movies. Bye. Oh, my arm is numb.